military and the police force here in Beirut have a very big section of this Christian neighborhood blocked off as the investigation into the car bomb continues. The bomb went off this morning during the height of rush hour, and the car carrying all the explosives slammed into a bank. But even blocks away from where that bank is, there are shattered windows and glass all over the street. At this point, no one has claimed responsibility for the blast, and it's not exactly clear what the motive behind this blast was. But what is known is Lebanon is a country that is being greatly impacted by the civil war in neighboring Syria. Tens of thousands of Syrian refugees are now in Lebanon, and it's starting to cripple this country's economy. And that, of course, is creating some political tension here in Lebanon. In Beirut, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News.
Craig, the pro-Russian rebels have agreed to hand over the black boxes to Malaysian investigators, but President Obama and other world leaders say that's not enough. They're demanding Russia rein in the rebels.
The separatists are removing evidence from the crash site, all of which begs the question, what exactly are they trying to hide?
President Barack Obama couldn't be more blunt. At the Flight 17 crash site, plainclothes men who refuse to identify themselves are seen moving bodies. Soldiers are captured holding belongings of the deceased passengers.
The burden now is on Russia to insist that the separatists stop tampering with the evidence.
And the president says Vladimir Putin must stop supporting the rebels to make the crash site safe for investigators. Putin's response? No one has the right to use this tragedy to achieve selfish political objectives, is his message for Moscow. Near the crash site, the fighting between Ukrainian troops and rebel forces has only intensified. The rebels who control the scene have loaded the bodies they've recovered onto this refrigerated train. It's reportedly heading towards another rebel-controlled town. Families in Amsterdam, where Flight 17 took off, are disgusted by the images out of eastern Ukraine. This mother, who lost her 23-year-old son and his girlfriend, is fuming at the Kremlin.
Mr. Putin must take care of my son and my daughter to bring me
Who knows where they are?
home.
Who knows where the bodies are?
I can do
Where did they
nothing
take
but
them?
wait for their bodies.
While the U.S. suspects rebels fired the rocket that brought down the plane, the separatists keep denying they own such a sophisticated weapon. But now, U.S. intelligence agents have found a facility in southwest Russia where they say rebels were trained to use surface-to-air missiles. The official word from Putin is he doesn't control or even aid the separatists. Though, as you look at the cards Russians have left behind at the Dutch embassy, even some of them don't trust Putin's word. This afternoon, the UN Security Council adopted a resolution demanding international investigators have access to the crash site. All 15 members of the Security Council, including Russia, voted in favor of the resolution. Live in the Plex, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News. It may look like the set in Hollywood. You may hear the same songs contestants sing on the hit American show. Tell me why ain't nothing but a party. But this is Arab Idol. Underneath the bright lights of Beirut's Idol stage, an international star was born. His name, Mohammed Asaf. And now, I want it that way. Tell me why. He's serenading South Florida. This month, during his U.S. tour, Asaf sang to a sold-out crowd in Gulfstream Park. Can you believe what this last year has given you? I never thought in this life I'd be performing in America, Asaf told us. Before this 24-year-old was staring out of his suite at the famous Fontainebleau, he was a wedding singer in the poverty-stricken Gaza Strip. His life completely changed last year the moment he was crowned Arab Idol. From Miami to the Middle East to everywhere in between, fans flocked to see him, whether belting out Arabic duets or boy band favorites, that golden voice amazes. Why did you pick that song, and how did you know the words?
هو بيسألني عن الباك بويز عن الأغنية اللي
I've been singing the Backstreet Boys since I was 8 years old, Asaf says. The Arab Idol producers were worried with my accent, but I knew I could nail it. Good for you, man. So you believed in yourself, and that's why you sung it. Yeah. Asaf thinks it was the self-confidence that led to a life bigger than he could dream of. He's in places he never imagined.
South Beach.
South Beach. Welcome to South Beach. And next month, he'll sing in Brazil during a World Cup ceremony. As he travels the world, he wants to send the message that anything is possible.
I want it
To all of those who idolize him. Kevin Ozebek, 7 News.